everybody, it's Peta here again. Thank you so much again for subscribing. I always want to thank you for this because people are starting to share my videos around now, and I'm so happy and pleased about it because it just spurs me on to do more and to think about more information that I can give you on this channel. So thank you again, I really do appreciate it. Now, as I mentioned to you last time in my video that I would do something on isolating the muscles. Next to visualization, isolating the muscles is also a very important part of facial exercises, and getting it right means that you will not create extra wrinkles on your face. If you do it wrong, unfortunately, if you keep doing and educating the muscles in a certain way, you will create wrinkles. And some people do say that facial exercises create more wrinkles. And they possibly could, but you have to know how to do them properly, and this is the reason why I have been giving these videos out. So when you're isolating the muscles, what it actually is you're using your fingers to create resistance on the muscles, and your fingers are very similar to the weights that you use when you go to the gym. So if you can see yourself at the gym and you're lifting weights and the weights are heavy, the weight creates the resistance. In the same way, your fingers create the resistance on these tiny muscles on your face. Now, we can't possibly have weights, for weightlifting on our face. So, because the muscles are just so fine and so much smaller than in the rest of our body, so our fingers are perfectly designed for this purpose. So, when you're creating resistance, for instance, if you're doing the eye exercise, which helps you reduce wrinkles around your eyes here, if you're creating resistance, you have to lift up your eyes, place your fingers in the lines, in the place where the lines generally crinkle, and then hold them really tight. So as you can see, I'm creating resistance as the muscle pulls in, and incidentally, this exercise is really good if you look up. So you can see how I'm pulling the muscle a bit. So I've stretched the eyes up, I'm pulling the muscle a little bit, and I'm holding it firm. And what this does is, as the muscle pulls or crinkles in or moves in, you're actually pulling it out a bit with your fingers, and that's where the resistance is. Very similar if you're doing the exercise between your eyes. You place your fingers on the muscle and you push down, and then you push the muscle up. Now you have to do this with a degree of firmness, not really hard, but a degree of firmness so that it starts creating that resistance. Now this is what's really, really important for your facial exercises. You do need to do this. Again, with your nose, you need to hold that up, push it up, and then pull the muscle down. Now, in pulling the muscle down or pulling the muscle in or pulling the muscle up, that is exercising the muscle, obviously up and down, but the fingers are creating all that weight so that the muscle can move and start to release the lactic acid. Now, as the lactic acid starts to release, what that means is that all the energy, in very simple terms, all the energy in the muscle and in the cells are releasing, they're exhausting, and that means that you are getting the best workout for your face when you start feeling that lactic acid burn. And that's what it's often called, the lactic acid burn. If you go to the gym, you would know that that's what that is. The same applies to the muscles on your face, because they're all the same throughout our body, all the muscles, only the ones on our face are just a bit smaller. Okay guys, well thank you for listening. Now the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, is I'm starting to get very excited about, is my new book that's coming out called Growing Young. There's a lot of really good new information on this book, and I've been working on metaphysical exercises, meditation exercises for quite a while now for this book, and I haven't actually shared too many with people, but I have shared a couple of these exercises, or a portion of these exercises with friends, and it's really only a couple of friends that I've told. And I did that probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and the people who had been using it found it to be fabulous. So I was really excited that it's working not just for me, but will work for everybody else. So be ready for these exercises, because what they will do is that they will bring energy into yourself. They will absolutely help you reverse the signs of aging, and I totally believe that this is possible. And there are scientists out there that are working on all of this. You know, little old me sitting in Mount Compass, South Australia, have been working on it as well, and I believe I've been receiving all this information for a reason. It does have a esoteric bent to it, so it has a metaphysical bent to these type of exercises, because I am essentially a very spiritual person, and I do want to incorporate the spirituality into my business. And you know, it goes back with my other video saying that it's the mind-body connection. Well, there is a spiritual mind and body connection as well, along with the emotional connection. So there are essentially four things that we need to get right in our life before things start working within our body. It's not hard to do. I do it, and I'm a very busy woman. People who know me know that I work like a maniac. You know, I've managed to also help bring this information to you. So that will be out hopefully around June this year is what I'm aiming for. I do have a little bit more work to do on it, so once all these meditations and exercises are refined is when I'm going to introduce it to you guys. All right, well, look, thank you so much for listening, and thank you for, you know, again, for subscribing, and hopefully you'll find something valuable out of this video. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye now.